Ace, boy, you really did keep us on our toes, not gonna lie. But all right, we are back. Season 7, episode, what is this, 5 of Love Island. It's me, Wandy. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, all that. Please, please, please. Love you so much. All right, so we begin off with Huda and Jeremiah. Huda is crazy. Sis crazy. The ex-boyfriend already said, whoever comes across her, just run or whatever. I don't know how true that is. You know, like, I take everything men say with a grain of salt, but it's given he's right. But anyway, I'm kind of over this couple. And it's like, Huda, before I was like team, now I'm team Jeremiah. Now I'm like, nah, we gotta find you somebody else. Please. Like, you got me rooting for a man, girl. I don't like it. Alandria and Taylor, they're talking. She's picking his brain about the last challenge, and she's spilling the tea to Taylor about Nick and Bella. And then Taylor is relaying the tea on his end about what he knows about what Nick said about Bella. So, which is why never mind. We gonna get there. So supposedly, Taylor tells Alandria, which I think he shouldn't have said this, because he said that Nick was kind of feeling Bella more, but Nick kind of was making it seem like that a little bit, not for nothing. So this episode confused me. A lot of things confused me this episode. Anyway, next, Shelly and Ace, they're talking. Shelly and Ace are now talking. He's trying to pick her brain about what he knows about her. He's talking about, oh, I know we go together or whatever. You know, laying on the flirting, just... Ace, I need him here though. He's so messy, but I don't think I want him with Shelly no more. I think officially, like how everybody kind of saw it before, I'm a little late to the party, and now officially I'm like, nah, where are the male bombshells? We need a man for Shelly, because Jeremiah and Amaya now are on the dock talking, right? So Jeremiah basically politely lets her down, and I'm just like, you could at least get to, you can still like be up under Huda and get to know Amaya. Like, y'all been there for a couple days. Ace and Huda are chatting, right, while Jeremiah and Amaya are talking to Doc, and he's like, you know, she's telling him how locked in she is in with Jeremiah, and he's like, you don't think it's like a little early? And she's like, to be honest, no. I'm just like, huh. And he's just like, oh my God, I don't know what to do with this girl. Same, Ace, same. He tells her like she's unapproachable because of how like locked in she is with Jeremiah, and I agree. Like, you're unapproachable, and so is he. You're making him unapproachable, and it's just like, I don't know, man. Whatever. Amaya and Dumpster are talking. Skip. Taylor and Ace are talking now, and basically telling him about Nick and Bella, how they kissed in Soul Ties, and Nick fills them both in on how he's feeling about each girl, still saying the 50-50, what, you know, the percentages. Amaya says that Dumpster is, quote, funny as fuck. Is the funny as fuck in the room with us? Mans hasn't cracked a... Alright, I'm not there, so... Alright, British, Dumpster, and Hannah, skip. It's now bedtime. And of course, everybody's going to bed, but except for Jeremiah and Huda. It's now breakfast time, and Shelly gets breakfast from Ace, and so does Amaya. And Nick brings Sierra and Bella breakfast, and he was giving Bella so much attention, like, so that's why I was kind of surprised. Okay, and then Charlie brings Hannah breakfast, and I think Tay Tay bought Olandria breakfast, right? Okay, so Amaya actually wants to talk to Dumpster. Whatever. The boys are chatting about their connections. Ace says he wants to keep them on their toes, and boy, he's doing that. He in any like he's keeping everybody on their toes in so many ways, more than one. Sorry, like I don't even know, like my, but you understand what I'm saying, right? Like he is keeping everyone on our toes, and not just with the coupling and all that type of stuff. So. Yeah, and then Amaya says again how Dumpster is, quote, funny as. I was like, he is? But I'm not there. I'm not there. Huda says she overreacted to Amaya, and I'm like, you think? You think? Amaya and Dumpster skip. Hannah and British Dumpster skip. Nick and Bella, I don't know, like, Sierra grew on me. Now I'm just like, I don't want to see her go home. Like, that's kind of how I was feeling. But Nick and Bella, they've been spending like a lot of time together. Sierra's kind of been like off, and then Nick will kind of like whatever. Taylor and Alandria are in Soul Ties talking about their connection. I don't know. I thought that they really had a connection at first, but now I'm just kind of like, I don't know. How do y'all feel? Let me know. Amaya and Ace go off to talk, and he thinks she's cool, but the thing is, this is another decision where I'm kind of confused, because I felt like, yeah, it was cool, but I didn't really feel like a connection, but again, we must be missing something. Nick and Sierra chill by the fire pit, and they're talking, and honestly, at this point when I was watching it, I was like, Nick is playing games. Anyway, Dumpster and British Dumpster, they're talking. Skip. Shelly pulls Dumpster to chat. And all I could just think is like, she does not like that man. And again, they saved her because my girl got a text. And now it is time for the recoupling. And basically, the text was saying that it is a boys' pick, so the boys will be picking, so a girl will be vulnerable if she does not get picked. So everybody's getting ready for the evening. They're chatting about their coupling. Everybody's, I don't know. You know how that goes. They can't really say anything ahead of time anyway. Ace is torn between picking Shelly and Amaya. Nick and Sierra, they talk, and Bella steals him away. Like, everybody's just kind of like talking ahead of the elimination, like picking each other's brains, seeing where everybody's at. Bella and Huda chat. Bella's nervous about, leaving and stuff like that. Nervous about her connection. Nervous about like who Nick is gonna pick. And I'm like, so was I, girl. Like, so am I. Ariana pulls up, tells them that they need to head to the fire pit because it is now time for the recoupling. The boys must now choose a girl to couple up with, and the last remaining girl is now booted from the island. So sad. So the girls go and stand next to Ariana, and the first boy up to pick is Jeremiah, and he picks Huda, of course. I feel like we knew that was gonna happen. And then British Dumpster picks Hannah, which I'm like, we knew that was gonna happen too, because she was the only girl giving you attention in the house. Ace picks Amaya, which I'm like, listen, let's make it interesting. All right. Dumpster picks Shelly again, and I'm just like, I hate this for her. Like, please, some male bombshells. Where is my sister's man? He is not in this villa. He's not here. Okay. Oh, I hate how they do with her. Like, she's just so beautiful, like, and just amazing, and she deserves better, because Dumpster, like, ugh. Nick picks Sierra, which kind of surprised me because he was giving Bella a 10 so much. But I should have known the way they edited that she probably was gonna be the one going home. My goodness. Okay, so I was having this discussion with a few people, like, does this season live up to last season so far? And so far, I'm gonna say no. And I'm cool with that because I'm also willing to see, like, where it's gonna go. But so far, no, it's not as good as last season. But I'm kind of hoping it gets there. I'm kind of hoping, like, it's a slow, like a little bit of a slow burn. Not too much, but I do hope it's a little bit of a slow burn. Well, that's it for tonight's episode of Love Island. What do y'all think? Please let me know. And also, please like, please share, please anything. Like, so I can get my watch hours up. Okay? Also, follow me on social media. I'm mostly on Instagram and TikTok. Lord Wandie, Wandie. Okay, bye.